Do you need to replace your heater hoses in your 2000 to 2007 Chevy Suburban? Well, this video is for you. Now this is going to be the same procedure for all the similar 5.3 liters of this year model, so the GMC Yukon and stuff like that. It's not a bad process at all, but they do tend to leak right there at the Y fitting. I'll show you a video of that. But overall, it's a pretty simple job. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so coming in here, we look right down there. That's where we gotta get to. Now, in order to do this, we want to go ahead and take this little clamp off right here. Take our other clamp off right there. Make sure nothing else is connected to it, and then we'll pull it out. Okay, so you can get a flathead screwdriver or a 8mm will work. Just loosen that up a little bit. And we have one more right here. This little cover here. Has a little 8mm. If it's the Yukon, I believe it just pops off. Just gonna move that to the side for now. Alright. Now we'll just get this side on off. It is being a little stubborn. Okay, so this side's being a little stubborn. We're just gonna take a screwdriver, just kind of work it around. There. Okay, after you make sure nothing else is connected, it should just come right out. Okay, so at this point you gotta decide if you want to reclaim, the coolant that comes out, or if you're going to put fresh new coolant in. If you're going to reclaim it, you want to go underneath and look for the petcock and drain it out and catch it. But we're going to put new coolant in, so what we're going to do is put a pan under here, and we're just going to take it off and let it drain. Now, for these heater hoses, you got two right here. Now, they'll only sell you one at a time, so they'll sell you this one. This one tends to go bad right here where it was leaking. It comes up and it goes to our tank right there. So we'll take that off. It also goes up and right over to there. These have quick disconnect fittings, and they made it really easy unless they break. And then down here we just have some hose clamps that you gotta take off. Other than that, it's a pretty easy job. Okay, so if you watched my other video, you saw me replace the thermostat. They wanted to replace that anyways while I was in here. But these are what you need right here. You can use regular pliers, that's fine. I postponed buying these really until recently. But if I could go back, I'd buy these again. These are hose clamp pliers. Throw them up on screen. Okay, sorry, I thought I recorded that, but essentially these are locking. It's a lot easier with two hands, but just clamp them on there, slide them right off. It gave me no issue. This one on this side, that's a single one, is going to be smaller, and this one over here is a little bit bigger. So you shouldn't be able to mix them up, but if you do, just reference that. Okay, so we're going to hope that these come off. They usually don't. Usually they get a seal around them. If they do, take a pick and just get inside the lip and go around it. It'll break the seal. Looks like we're going to have to do it too. So we'll just take a pick just like this. You don't want to cut it. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you're replacing it. If you're replacing it, you can just take a knife and cut it. So you can get it in there like that and just work it around. Do that on both of them. Okay, so with the bottle right here, we'll get on here like this. Just squeeze it. And it comes right off. That's why I love these things. So now we can pull it right off of the bottle. Okay, so for these, they got a little tab on the back side of them. It's gonna be hard to record it, but I'll show you once I get it off. You just will compress them and you should be able to pull the hose off. It's kind of like a fuel line. Well, it broke off on me, but there's the little tabs right here. Push those in. So right here, you're supposed to depress these two. So as you can see here, this is what came off. You have to push down on both sides and it will release it. This one came off much easier. This one isn't as brittle. That one was brittle, so I do have to replace it. Okay, so since I'm not reusing them, I will take my knife and just cut them. If you just cut a little slit, just cut a little slit there. That ought to come off, and then we'll cut a slit up here, but be careful because it is plastic under here. Okay, just pull it off like that, and we're going to do it to these as well. There we go. Now we can pull everything out. Okay, so where it broke right there, there's another little squeeze tab back there. It's really hard to get to. It's a pain in the butt, but we got to do it. And then the other one disconnects right there. You can see those pretty easy, and those don't look like they'll give us any trouble. So that's how you replace that. If yours does break, same thing on that one. It'd be the same procedure. Okay, so here is our new part because the old one broke. There's our tabs that you have to press in to pull off. So it just goes in there just like that. Okay, so we're just going to slide this on here. There we go, it's snapped right into there. Now we can get it on this big one back here. There we go, I heard it snap. Get a little pull test. Now we can put them both back on. Okay, so on our new hose, it comes with this little thing that already compresses the spring for us. That is awesome. They need to do this all the time. Okay, so the single hose without the Y connection will go right here. Just scoot it up on there. And our little lock thing should work up on there too. May have to compress it ourselves, and that's going to defeat the whole purpose in my opinion. So we'll just grab something to pull this off with. Maybe I'm just being dumb, but I don't think it compressed it well enough to get it up on there. There we go. Okay, so you're going to come up, and up here is our top spot. Just going to click it right in. There we go. Okay, so first we're going to go ahead and put on this tank. We're just going to get it up on there. I'm going to have to loosen this up some. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and tighten this back up. Perfect. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be too tight too, so I'm just going to go ahead and loosen it up. Okay, so we're just going to put this one back on. Got to loosen it a little bit more. And we'll just tighten it back up. You'll feel it get tight and give it a pull test. It's good. Okay, so then once you get that all there, you just push it in. It'll clip. It's in there. That's all there is to it on this. Okay, so at this point, just fill it back up with coolant and you're good to go. Now, if this video helped you out at all, please give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.